Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fury's installation tutorial. In this issue, we are talking about the 3 new products in the Awakening series. First of all, the first one in front of you is our Wake Up luggage rack. This is also a supplement to our Wake series, which has never had a luggage rack. Let's take a look at all its parts. It consists of a main body and 4 mounting brackets. And some accessories. First of all, we have this luggage rack. It's double layered. But it's very thin. Thin. We're almost in a state of iron pipe. In the middle. Did you see that? We'll have a buffer pier at the corner of each floor. Then this buffer pier is soft to everyone's eyes. It's rubber. Rubber is to prevent people in the process of driving or load process it will have a noise. The role of this rubber pier is very critical. What about our mounting bracket? Let's see what it's divided into. 2 of them. 3, to be exact. The GL is the same as the GT. It's just the lower mounting bracket that's different. The GKs use a front mount with a rear mount. That GKs is specialized. I'll show you what it looks like with its special stand in a minute. Let's look at this luggage rack that has a pull-out handle. This handle is not only convenient for us to get into the car, it also serves as a 2-tiered connection, 2-layer connectivity. We don't have any welds on the rack. There are no solder joints. It's all mechanical. Including our shooting frames. What about this spotlight stand? In addition to being an auxiliary connection between the 2 luggage racks, it is also a spotlight bracket. Look at these 4 spotlight brackets. This is 1234. Its spacing is adjustable. Then, of course, it's removable. We came with a spotlight bracket. We are now referencing that PA short strip light. It is possible to do a nested relationship. What about the other spotlights? The long one, it is also loadable. All you need to do is remove the 2 spotlight brackets in the center. Because it's convenient. We can remove the screws from the side and we're good to go. When it's removed it can be taken off. You could have put in strip lights. It's also very easy to install. It starts with our bracket. And then to our main body. That's a lot of models to try. Many models are available for trial, according to the actual condition of our car. It can be installed with rain gutters. If there are vertical bars without rain gutters, it's also possible to fix it. Because we are now, this luggage rack is also used to pop hoop the entire luggage rack, the whole body, hoist it to our bracket. So a very thick one. M10's hoops are good. Then let's start loading the truck now. Let's take a look. What about our first step? Need to go put us this Wake luggage rack, this bracket. Go put it on the luggage rack for us. First of all, we're going to need to go ahead and take this U-ring that we've got in there and take it out of the side of our bracket. People can look at this place. It has a hole in the rubber mat. We need to go through this. If people think it's tight, we need to get this wrench. Call us on this one. Luggage bar. Get on top of the luggage rack. Let's go pry it from this position. It'll be loose in this place. Once it's loose, we'll just go and put our ring through it. What's next? Let's go get us this bracket. You can read it. Where's the bracket? This one is adjustable. Let's go ahead and loosen this screw of ours. After loosening it, we'll put our bracket inside. After you put it in, let's go put our screws under this screw, and the shims. Go screw it on. All 4 of our brackets are one and the same hook. It's all the same. Let's go tighten it up. After tightening it, we'll go back and put the whole rack on top of the car. Go angle it again. As you can see, we now have the luggage rack up on top of our car. You can take a look at this side of us. We're on the right side of this one. This line on the roof of our car. Everyone can read it. The second step is that we need to adjusting our brackets. Everyone can read it. This one of ours now has one side of the bracket. It's outward facing. We need to loosen the screws underneath. After you're done, move it in. To regulate this bracket of ours. We're in this box. As you can see, there is a lot of this foam. Let's go ahead and pad it under ours. Let's get this luggage rack up. Because we're better adjusted after you. Another point, we need to go find a helper to go on the other side of us to hold a little. So that we can go around and see if we're in a good position. Take the 4 big screws we have down here. After the 2 small screws are removed, loosened, let's go move this bracket in. After adjustment, let's get this luggage rack down. Determine this position again. All 4 of our brackets need to be adjusted to a more even position. Looks like it's the whole package. It's the one in this thread. This line is positive. That's basically it. As you can see, we now have this bracket installed. We're underneath this. You can see inside our bag. You can see that we have such a rubber pad inside. Our pads are glued to our brackets, so as not to scratch the roof of your car. You can see that we post it to this position. Or you can post it in our slot. After all 4 of us have gone and plastered it. Let's go get us this bracket. Everyone can read it. We'll cut it in from the side here. When you're in there, you're in there. We have a viewing port here on the side. Let's get this screw on us. Go lock it up. After all 4 of us go and lock him up. Let's get this thing tightened up. But let's be careful that we don't press it too hard. A little bit of force is enough. It's because this place has some elasticity. Don't go putting this island layer on our side, go pull it off. You can see that we have a lot of expansion holes on the luggage rack. You can see these expansion holes in the handle. And we're on top of the bracket. This expansion hole bracket on top of our expansion hole is for our. Go load the shovels. And we have this measuring stick with, and these 3 expansion holes above as well. We can go and expand the shovels for us. Or this luggage rack of ours. This side of the luggage rack is a side pole. It's all right. This position behind us. Everyone can read it. Also has 2 expansion holes. Our 2 expansion holes are used as a bracket for our hookahs. Hook case bracket, we are from this place along to our back glass. This position ought to fix the. Because this place behind our ditch K does not have this island slot, so we need to get the back brace going. Go and put it under our lotus leaf. The other side is mounted on top of our bracket. Let's get this screw out. Go adjust to the right angle. We'll just go and put it on its stand. The equivalent of our GOT is the same, but we have a special GOT bracket. GOT is the same. This bracket for our GOT and hook Ks is what we go to individually to send out the hair. Because we're inside this cardboard box is the hook L this bracket. So everyone, if you're going to fit a hook K model or a hook K model, we need to go to this bracket and post it separately. Hope we this installation video end here. Now we're done. Let's take a look at its overall height. And this distance from the top of the luggage rack. All the luggage racks can't be too high. It's ugly when it's high. And it's not while it's in proportion to the width of the body. Luggage racks, regardless of width. Or its length. Once it's over the body, the proportions of the car are ruined. Then all our sizes are within that range. It's still very pretty. Including our side. Pre-drilled fixing holes for this side photo. Do you install any side lighting? It's all very convenient. That's where the photos are. It's all very convenient. We have a stand, of course. You can add to it according to your needs. We usually get in a car and put it on the luggage rack. It's also very convenient. It's very convenient to pull it, too. There is an anchor point. Let's take a look at our sidewalk. We've got sidewalks on this sidewalk. Of course you can leave the side groups alone, it depends on your needs. Then there's one detail you should pay attention to, it's the edge of our car shell. And we also have this decorative screw for non-destructive installation. Without this wrap around the edge, you can see the seal on our factory shell. It's not very pretty either. Ugly, so that's why we handle all these details, non-exploitative. It's a good overall fit with our side skirts. Flagpole stand, let's take a look. He doesn't care if it's with the luggage rack or with our sidewalks. It's a completely uniform style. It's very uniform. It serves as a bridge to the bottom. An articulation from the top down. Very holistic. Especially with our rear bar. Bumper. Luggage rack. Side bar. This whole set of wake. It works out. As you can see, we now have these 4 brackets. We use this one for the K-hook. What about our bracket? The back is installed to our position. Everyone can read it. After installing it in this position, the other side is mounted under the glass of the hook K. Pry the top cover off. After you pry it off, there's one with 2 screws in this part of the original car. There's 2 screws. We'll just go ahead and press them down to the bottom. There are 2 other brackets that we're going to go ahead and put on the original. Location. This bracket, we're going to replace it. Go ahead and put it in this position. That bracket at the back is something we don't need to install. You can see the 2 tensioners I'm holding in my hand. We have 2 tensioning tabs for the hook drawer. When our luggage rack went to fit on top of the GOTS, we need to get this piece to fit in the front. Left and right are the same. The bracket on the back is in the original position.